I've told people before, if God let most people who call themselves Christians go to heaven right now, they'd hate it. Because all it is spending time with the Lord and His people. We say we love Jesus, but we don't commune with Him. We don't dwell on His goodness. We don't walk in step with the Spirit. We're not fellowshipping with other believers. We're not investing in discipleship. For 90% of Christians in the world today, you would never know they belong to the family of God unless they told you they did. This is the state of the church today. And we read a passage like this, and we like to imagine that if we were there, we would be in the house with Jesus, clinging to His every word. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to take an honest look at your life this morning. Think about how you spent this past week, and then ask yourself this question. If you were there, would you be in the house with Jesus? Or would you be on the outside, embarrassed by what He was saying and doing because it made everybody uncomfortable? Would you be inside or would you be outside? I think D.A. Carson said it best when he said, some Christians want enough of Christ to be identified with Him, but not enough of Christ to be seriously inconvenienced by Him. Take the world, but give me Jesus, the old hymn says. When we won't even give up what's closest to our hearts for Jesus. Take the world, but give me Jesus. What are you willing to lose for Jesus? He didn't say it would be easy. He said, take up your cross, deny yourself, and follow me. And we say, sure, Lord, if it's convenient, if I can make it that day, if I can spare the time. You see, here's our problem, right? It's not that we don't like the church. It's not that we don't like the people of God. It's that our hearts are not satisfied with Christ alone. It's a heart issue, folks. Do you see that? It all comes down to the fact that we don't actually love Jesus the way that we tell other people we do love Jesus. Because if you did, He would be everything to you. It wouldn't matter what He asked of you. You'd say, yes, Lord, wherever you go, I will follow you. You don't even have to tell me where it is. I'm right there at your footsteps. It's a heart issue. That's what it comes down to. Jesus is saying to the crowds this morning, what you see is what you get. This is what the kingdom of God looks like. This is what the family of God looks like. This is the Christ of God, and there is no other. Jesus is all you get. And you will either see Him and His love and His grace and His mercy and His sacrifice and His all-encompassing beauty, and you will be drawn to Him, and you will lay down your life at His feet, and you say, Lord, if I can just be in your kingdom, I don't care if I'm a servant, I don't care if I'm sweeping the floors, I don't care what I have to do, Lord, if I can just be with you wherever you are. And if He is not everything to you, He will be nothing to you. You will continue to put Him after everything else in your life. He will continue to be a second thought to you. He will continue to be someone that you just acknowledge on a Sunday morning sometimes. But I want this passage to open our eyes, folks. I am so burdened by what I see in the American church today. We have no commitment. We have no discipleship. We have no fellowship. We have strayed so far, and then we convince ourselves that somehow we are still part of the family of God. Jesus says this is what it looks like. It means that you put God first in your life. You fill your house and your life with Christ and with the things of God. All of it is Christ from start to finish. It means that you put God's people first in your life. This people, this family, this church, this is who you will spend forever with. This is your forever family. They are the ones who deserve your priority over everything else in your life. This is what it looks like. And He's not going to make you come to Him in begrudging obedience. He's not going to bring you kicking and dragging into the kingdom. He's just going to stand before you and say, this is who I am. And this is what I offer you. A filled house in a forever family. Those who have eyes, they will see. Those who have ears will hear. And those who have hearts will understand.